Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's me, Miss Gabby, and welcome to Kept at Home Chill with our summer programming. We're coming to you every day, Monday through Thursday at 1 p.m., and we are giving you some free art tutorials. And huge shout out to General Motors, because without them, this would not be possible. We have made a huge archive of so many videos, so check out our Facebook, our YouTube, or our Instagram, and yeah, take a look. And let's just hop right in. Today, I'm really excited because we are making some watercolor bookmarks. So if you have a lot of summer reading, you can make your own bookmarks, give them as gifts. If you have some like bookworms in your world, in your life, and you can give them as gifts. So let's just hop right in, and I'll show you what we need today. So we're gonna definitely need a sheet of watercolor paper, and like one 8.5 by 11, 9 by 12 will make quite a bit of them. So you will also need some scissors, a hole punch, or just something if you're going to be tying, this is optional, some yarn to your bookmark to help you like keep your page or anything like that. And you have some yarn if you have some watercolor paints, some actual water with a paintbrush, and a Sharpie. So you see here that I made my cool designs. I made two already here, and I love them. I kind of went with a like blue cold toned look for all of them. So let's just hop right in and let's get started. So if you want, you can have a ruler to cut your bookmarks, and depending on how big of and what size you want, but I'm just gonna eyeball it. I'm probably doing like about like 1.5 to 2 inch like size bookmarks. So I'm just taking my scissors, I'm cutting them all along. So you can really decide what size you really want for your bookmark. So I'm just gonna cut 2 at least. And it's okay if they're not perfect. That's, you know, the point of making them, you know, handmade. So I'm just kind of slowly eyeballing it, making sure that I'm, you know, pretty level there. So I'm just gonna cut the 2, but you can go ahead and cut all the pages or all the pieces that you need. So I have 2 here, and I want to make them a little bit shorter, so I'm just going to cut them both. And you can start thinking about maybe your design of what you want, and I'm just going to cut them here both the same size. I'm not using a ruler or anything, but you can also see that I maybe cut those a little kind of off. So I'm just going to go ahead and straighten them out. And it's okay, you can trim them as much as you need to. But I'm gonna save these little pieces for like a little project too, to make some little doodads or something fun and creative. And I'm just gonna keep one right in front of me. So you see I kind of used some different styles and techniques of watercoloring. Even here in my other designs, I kept them all like my cool tones. And you can see here too, I saved a bunch of my little scraps here, and I made little cute little doodles, and yeah, you can leave them around the house or give them as a little gift, keep them as like a tag or something. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get in. So since I went kind of the cool toned look, I'm gonna go ahead and just go with some warm tones. So I kind of like filling my entire bookmark. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the wet on wet technique first. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lay some water down on a part of my bookmark here. I'm not doing too much. I don't want to do all of it. So I'm just gonna take maybe some yellow. I'm gonna get some water and really saturate my yellow with water. So then I'm gonna just take my brush and start painting the areas here that I already started. So I'm just gonna kind of let the paint, the color, saturate that little block. I'm gonna wash my brush, and I'm gonna go, staying with my warm tones, I'm gonna go to this like burnt orange color in my palette, and I'm just gonna dab here in the middle. So I'm just gonna let the watercolors really mesh together and do their thing, kind of spread. It's looking really pretty. I'm gonna wet my red here and kind of go around to the edge here. So I'm just doing that. So I'm gonna wash my brush, and then now I'm gonna leave a little space Depending on like what kind of design you want to make, I'm going to go ahead and just wet the bottom half here. And I kind of like the gradient look of things, so I think I'm going to maybe do more a bit red on the end here. So I really love watching and seeing how that color is starting to spread. Looks really, really pretty. So I'm going to do more reddish on the bottom here, add some more up there maybe. And I'm going to take maybe some of my orange and add it there. And really kind of just watch how the colors like dance together. Take some yellow, dip that over here too. So kind of see how fun that's starting to go. So my paper is starting to kind of stand up a little bit, and it's just warping just because our paper is wet. So I'm going to put that off to the side to dry. Next, I'm going to take my other one, and I'll show you maybe how I did like those color blocks. Just really kind of rinse out my brush, grab some more color. So maybe I'm gonna just, instead of doing the wet on wet, I'm just gonna go to dry on wet technique here. And I'm just gonna really saturate this page. Get some more water, really saturate my brush. So I'm just going corner to corner here for this one. But if you want to, you can tape down your watercolor paper. I'm just going to kind of go along with this gradient look that I like, and I'm okay if like all of my colors start to kind of blend together. That's what I kind of want and I'm going for. So I'm just making sure I'm going edge to edge, rinsing my brush with every new color I'm going to get. It's okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going here, and it's just like a subtle look, subtle change. But I'm going here, edge to edge. And that's what I kind of want, is them to bleed together just like a bit. Not too much, but just like a little. I'm gonna just make sure I'm not gonna see any more white. Just going along the edges here. And if it's okay if you're working on something and maybe you get some of the paint, it's washable, hopefully. So you can just go ahead and clean that up, like at the end. So I'm just gonna put these ones off to the side to dry. So once they dry, I have like a few dry ones, you can now think about your maybe designs or something that you want to add with like a black marker or a different colored Sharpie. You know, I really like a lot of my floral patterns. But my favorite one, I think I kind of created already, is like, you know, with like our mandala, like my mandalas. Here they're like these fun designs. So this one I kind of wanted to make look like a galaxy, so kind of like a night sky galaxy. So this one could be fun to maybe doodle some like planets or something. So maybe I will just make a circle here. You know, you can make the moon, but I think that's, you know, fun. You can think about too your different kind of designs and other like aspects if you're really thinking of something. Like if I had a lot of florists, I had like an idea in mind and really wanted to kind of accentuate that too. So now we're just adding like details to really make our bookmarks come to life. So I think I'm just going to add some like really nice black like accents here. You know, you can think about too, what else is like in the space or the sky. You know, you can maybe add like a bunch of different planets. Really have fun with it. So maybe like make a craters, like a moon, like a block of, looks like moon cheese. You make even maybe like a comet or something. Maybe I'll make like a fun comet or a shooting star. So just adding little details to really kind of make that pop. So I'll put that one to the side. And here, like with just like my plain yellow one, I think maybe I'll just make like a mandala. And you can, you know, free form or freehand your drawing. But if you want to like sketch it out with a pencil, I would suggest doing it super lightly. And we can keep going. So this is like the start of my mandala. If you have like a compass and you want to make some perfect circles, that's super great. It's always nice to have like some really nice tools to kind of help execute your ideas. So maybe I'll just start to go around. So I really like a lot of floral patterns. And it's okay if it's not perfect. Too, if you are deciding maybe you wanted to add some more color after your bookmark has dried, you can definitely do that too. None of the colors will blend together because the color is already on the paper. Yes. And it's not perfect, and that's okay. Because I really like what it's starting to look like. It kind of almost looks like a sun a little bit, which I kind of like. So I'm just using my fingers to twirl my page, my bookmark here. And what I really like about like mandalas, like I like, you know, making some fun Zentangle doodles, especially in my mandalas. You know, if you want to look at some Zentangle designs, maybe add some nice details to your doodles. Just really making that contrast with some thin lines, some dark lines, and moving forward and onwards. So I think that adds like a nice little pop of color, like big and nice contrast to it. Oh, I don't think I finished with these. So it's nice because you can kind of see and decide like where you want to go. Maybe add some fun little designs here. So yeah, you can keep going with your designs and your doodles. Maybe even fix some, like some of this looks kind of funny. Just because I'm moving a little quick. So you see I'm using like a fine tip Sharpie. But you know, you can use like any kind of pen or marker that you have available to you. I just like using Sharpies. I always have one on me. Add some nice little details. So yeah, if you have any like different color yarn, if I had yellow, like I would be adding some yellow, but I'm gonna add some to set some yarn to this. So I'll show you, like this one, I did 2 holes because I made it this like braided piece, but I'm just gonna go ahead and punch a hole at the very top. That's why I left some, I didn't color all the way up to the top there because I knew with this one I wanted to create like a yarn like accent. So what I'm gonna do is I have some of this cool like gradient blue yarn, which is awesome because it is definitely just like my bookmark. So I'm gonna cut a few strands and I'm just gonna cut 2 and I'm gonna try to make them the same length. And you don't have to worry about it. You can always trim it after. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold it in half and I'm gonna put it right through the hole. And then what I'm gonna do is I have this hole on this side, I'm gonna just pull it right through, like that. But if you have like beads or something or other yarn, or if you want to braid it like I did, and if you don't like maybe how long it is, you can just trim them a little. I'm gonna just trim that, and voila. So there you have it. You can, you know, it's a little bit of a process. You have to wait for your pages to dry, your bookmarks to dry, and you can see all the cool ones that I've done. So let them dry, add the your black drawings, your details and everything like that, and then tie it off with yarn. thanks for hanging out with me. Definitely make sure you clean your brush and clean up if you got any paint anywhere or anything like that. You know, you can doodle on your extra pieces too, just like how I did here. Kind of make some fun little designs and just like have some fun with it. But thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys next week.